The village rested quietly between open fields and dusty paths, a place where mornings began with birdsong and evenings ended with lantern light. Life was simple. People worked hard, shared stories, and lived close to the land. But beneath this calm life, one problem quietly ruled every day. The village had no water of its own. Every morning, before the sun rose high, people stepped out of their homes carrying empty buckets. They walked silently toward a distant lake, knowing the journey back would be heavier. The lake was far. The path was dusty. Hope walked ahead. Fatigue followed behind. Buckets filled, shoulders bent. Step by step, the village carried its survival home. Water decided everything: when food was cooked, how much was saved, and who had enough. The market remained busy, but conversations slowly changed. People spoke less about joy and more about water. When water became scarce, it became expensive. Buckets of water were sold like treasure. Two friends, Pablo, the man in blue shirt, and Bruno, the man in yellow shirt, watched all this closely. Both saw the same struggle, but only one began to question it. Now, by observing the market, one man gets the idea of selling water. The next day, he explains his plan to his friend. Then they buy a bucket and started a water selling business. They carried water themselves. They sold it. Money came quickly, but exhaustion came faster. Day after day, the same walk, the same buckets, the same tired ending. The Pablo paused. He realized something important. Carrying buckets earns money today, but builds nothing for tomorrow. Now, Pablo gets the idea of building a pipeline from the lake to the village. He starts reading planning books and prepares for the pipeline planning. He writes his plan all night and goes to sleep. Pablo falls asleep while writing his plan late at night. Waking up late in the morning. Meanwhile, his friend has already started working, selling water in the market. Pablo goes to the market to see him and explains his plan, but Bruno, his friend, laughs at his plan. Pablo feels bad and frustrated, so he leaves the market and goes home. That night, he decides to start his work in the morning, and he begins digging. When he began digging the ground,
People laughed. They called it foolish, because vision always looks strange at the beginning. While he dug under the hot sun, his friend chose comfort, resting, drinking, enjoying the moment. At night, under a small lamp, the blue-shirted man drew a plan, a simple line, from the lake to the village. The next morning, the sound of iron hitting earth echoed. The pipeline had begun. Summer burned. Rain flooded the trench. Winter froze his hands. Still, he continued. Years passed. Hair turned gray. The body weakened, but the vision never did. Pipe by pipe, joint by joint, the dream slowly became real. And then one day, water flowed into the village, not carried by hands, but delivered by a system. In the distance, the man in the yellow shirt still carried buckets. Same work, same result. The deeper meaning. This story isn't just about water. Buckets represent jobs where you trade time for money. Pipelines represent systems that create ongoing income. Jobs stop paying when you stop working. Pipelines keep paying long after the work is done. The book teaches that wealth is built through systems, not effort alone. Small, consistent actions compound over time. Anyone, rich or poor, can build pipelines using time, discipline, and leverage. Moral of the story: don't spend your whole life carrying buckets. Build pipelines while you still can, because pipelines are not just income streams, they are lifelines.